we are being introduced to a new family-oriented band. I'm going to go with that. So it's a band of 3 siblings, and they go by the name Quarter After 3. Michael Gehrman, thank you very much for your single reaction request. You left us a very detailed note, which I am going to read. I think everyone should know this information is pretty darn important. So the song we're going to react to is called Inside Out, and the note is, this is an incredible epic piece which showcases the talent of all 3 sibling members of this Toronto, Canada family band. Okay, so Andrea is the keyboardist. She wrote the music. Then we have the drumming is done by brother David, and vocals and lyrics by great blues jazz style singer Sarah. So the video is a visualizer, but Michael says we have to watch it to the end because apparently there's going to be some symbolism that ties in really, really well with the song, and we kind of have to wait for it. And you know, in order to appreciate it. Then you also mentioned that this band knows how to let a song be both organic and breathe, like music used to be in the 70s and 80s. So the epic ending has good emotional impact. No one ever told Mozart to trim down his music. I did see this is a pretty lengthy song, so we are going to stand here for, let me see, 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 59 seconds. So brace yourselves, guys. If you have a short attention span like I do, well, it's not a short attention span. I need to be stimulated. So we are going to watch a visualizer. So I'm hoping, and because I know, you know, there's something coming at the end that tend to keep me, you know, intrigued and interested. So Michael, thank you. You are also one of our most recent Patreon members. So welcome to the tribe. Here we go, guys. Let's enjoy. I'm sensing a whole bunch of different genres in this one song. Oh, we're getting a face. We're getting a few faces. Oh, they are stuck in the system. the music actually makes me feel, I want to say anxious, because, it's that never ending rat race. It's almost like a typical Tom and Jerry, that piano there in the background. The cat's always chasing the mouse, but is he really going to eat the mouse when he catches it? No, in the sense of Tom and Jerry now. But it's like they're just not getting out of the system, and as humans, we will just never, be satisfied. And everything is chaos, which is what this music is doing right now. It's making me feel like I'm stuck in chaos. This is such a good fit. The music slows down. A single house somewhere out in nature. It's when you seek quiet and peace and serenity. Where's the symbol? Where's the symbol? I thought we were waiting for a symbol. That's what kept me standing here. Ah! Michael! Okay, so Michael learned already, I don't know how long, Michael, you've been following my channel, but I think you have mastered the art of trying to keep me engaged when something is very long is by telling me there's something coming to at the end. You need to wait, because now I'm going to wait until the end before I lose complete interest. Okay, so this is actually now a very good example. So guys, you would have now noticed I no longer sit down and do my reactions. I now stand. Okay. So as you know, it's a disclaimer. I have said this many, many, many times. I sound like a broken record. I've said it in my descriptions, in my bio, and I still get really, really mean and rude people, telling me off because of my short attention span. I don't have a short attention span. I lack the ability and the patience to sit down and watch something if I'm not interested. Okay, if it's not stimulating me. There's a very fucking big difference. Okay. Anyway, so I'm standing now because I'm hoping that it's actually going to help me through, longer pieces, or through pieces where I don't naturally have, an interest. Like I don't want to watch it, if I'm brutally honest. So now I'm standing. I'm like keeping the blood flowing. I'm, moving around a bit more. It also helps me engage more and actually enjoy more the music that I really do love. And generally, I mean, you guys see me chair dance. My Patreons have dubbed it chair dance. So now I can actually, naturally move around, and it's so much better because the amount of hours I sit in a day is not healthy. So all good things. Okay, I'm standing up for lots of reasons. That's good. Okay, so this is a very good example of if I had to sit down now, I would have died. The lyrics are solid. I really like it because there's a story. So I was able to follow, and it very quickly, along with in the beginning of the song, when the music, it really became, I got anxiety. I'm dead as honest. You guys know I only do honesty here. There's no filter. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's a fucking phenomenal song if I don't think so. But I really thought there's a bit of, well, not a bit off. It was really creative to, turn the music almost chaotic, along with the storyline that's been telling us. I've experienced this in my life. I really have. For the first 20 years of my life, all I wanted to do was become a big shot corporate director. Okay, I wanted to work my way up in the corporate world. I wanted to be the first woman sitting on a board of directors. I had a very specific company in which I wanted to do it because I knew they had no female directors. Massive, massive, massive. Then I hit my 30s, and that whole biological thing sets in, and I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I don't enjoy my life, I withdraw because, bosses break you down, they're dicks, companies turn woke, all of that. And then I realized, okay, but hold on. I actually grew up on a farm. I'm a farm girl. I don't want this corporate life. I really don't. I've done what I need to do. I proved myself over and over and over and over again. I've done more than anyone else, and then I'm still being broken down, still being stepped on. I'm still not good enough, despite the fact that I do everyone's jobs around me. So I've had it. I've actually had it. It's not in my personality. I don't want this. Naturally, biologically, I shouldn't have to do this. I can if I wanted to, but I shouldn't have to. I want peace and quiet. I want a farm. I want to be working hard, manual labor on the farm. I want to cook for my husband. I want to clean. I want to make babies. I want to, do all the natural stuff. So I found this so freaking relevant. It's crazy because a lot of us sometimes think we want something, aka the chaos. We willingly sign up, voluntarily sign up for the chaos. We throw ourselves into the chaotic nature of life, the rat race, not the 9 to 5, but rather the freaking 6 to 11 sometimes. If you really, I know that's what I did in my 20s. I would work 20-hour days just so, I proved myself, and I studied. I did my articles after hours. So we willingly sign up for this chaos. We are so run down because at the end of the day, we are exhausted. We don't spend time with the people we actually love and care for. We completely forget what matters in life. And everything is just chaos. Everything is a rush. You sit 4 to 6 hours in traffic every day. Like, who wants to spend a fourth of your life in a car? Um, so that was, I found very, very spot on. I don't like feeling anxious. I don't like it when music makes me feel anxious. That's like defeats the purpose. I listen to music, to break free from the chaos, to escape my reality, to escape life, to, give myself the ability and the tool, not really the tools, but in my case, you guys know this, I'm very open about it. I use unhealthy mechanisms to get myself to cope and get through life. So, AKA, I turn sadness into rage. Rage helps me, rage fuels me. That's my personality. And then I get shit done. Okay, I'm not going to sit in the corner and mope. I'm going to get shit done. Anyways, this song, again, the words very much, I love it. I was so quickly able to pick up on, what is happening here. And then the music calmed down. I don't know why they went and sped up the music again closer to the end. I was a bit, I didn't like this. You should have, because now we're looking at the house somewhere there on a hill or on the edge of a cliff or wherever it is. It actually looked like a very nice piece of countryside land, either in probably Canada, considering they are Canadian, but I would have said, maybe Ireland or Scotland, just because that is kind of my dream to have a little, wooden cottage there in Scotland on one of the, highland um, cliffs. But anyways, the moment they brought in the house, it was actually perfect. Because then everything calmed down. I calmed down. My breathing slowed down, which was evident. It was instantaneous. And I realized, okay, hold on. We kind of getting to that, that pivotal point where we turn around and say, I think I made a big ass mistake. This is not really what I wanted for my life. I want something else. I want to get out of this rat race. I want to get out of the system. I want to get away from the big city, the cars, the traffic lights, the police sirens all the time, everything that creates the buzz in a city. And it's not for everyone. I think extroverts will probably, it depends, but in my mind, an extrovert will really struggle to go live somewhere in a wooden cabbage on an edge of a cliff and there's no one there. Because extroverts recharge being surrounded by people and energy and buzzing and lights and that is their personality. They feed off that. Me, I feed off nature. I don't like feeding off people because people are inconsistent. So that's why I don't like people. I prefer animals over people. But okay, I think it is definitely worth. I don't know where the symbol is, Michael. I was waiting for the symbol. I think you tricked me into this because you knew this is a long song. Unless the symbol was the house that you referred to. Um, I'm gonna read the lyrics just because I think it is really important. The lyrics actually made the song. I wasn't a fan of this. I will never ever listen to this. I don't like it when music makes me anxious, like I say. Also, you made a point and it kept coming to me. You made a point at the very end of your note. You said no one ever told Mozart to trim down his music. Fair point. But Mozart also didn't use electronics to make music. I personally, my preference is not, I don't like electronic music. I really, really don't. To me, again, it feels very unnatural. It feels human made. And I know instruments are human made, but a piano and a violin and, drums and percussions, it sounds to me, again, my mind, my energy, whatever, it's very natural sounds. It's raw sounds. Okay, I don't have to go and plug it in by the wall in order to get power and in order to make it sound electric. So it's completely preference. There's other people who fucking love electronic music, and that's cool. I mean, there's millions of followers of electronic music and whatever. I'm also the chick that doesn't go to music concerts, not concerts, what you call it, those what is it called? Those big annual like ultra and There's something else that's also generally that, they tour from Canada to the US to Europe, but then hundreds of thousands of young people go there, and they bounce up and down for several hours or 3-4 days, with no end. I can't. I physically cannot. I like music to be raw, especially when it comes to Mozart and Beethoven, because then I can listen to for hours. I could not do this for 7 more minutes. So let's please don't take offense. It really is just preference. You clearly love it, and that's awesome. So let's read quickly. So, fascinated with all the noise, captivated by all the toys. Give me a chance to gather my thoughts. Give me a chance to get out of this box. So this third line to me is very, very. I felt it when I heard them say it, because we are so busy, that people don't know how to be alone with their own thoughts anymore, which is why people sit on social media. They're always attached to their phone. They need music in the background the entire time. I had a live at some point, and someone said in the live, "Don't you have backtracks and music?" I'm like, bro, I can sit quietly with my own thoughts and be without music. I actually quite enjoy it. I don't need that constant stimulation. So, anyways, people are just, it's I'm a 90s baby. Younger generations that don't know what it is to play outside until the streetlights go out, I think it's probably very different. All they know is technology, all they know is noise and movement and constant stimulation. So people are very overly stimulated, and I think it almost, I won't. It becomes an addiction. If you look at Gen Z, they can't be with 15 minutes. They can't be 15 minutes without checking their phone, which is, it's, I'm not even going to comment on that. Anyways, oh, sorry. So on this point, what I wanted to say, sometimes when I go into my bedroom, especially now where my dog is probably obviously in heat. I don't want her on my bed, for instance. Even though she has a nappy on, she stinks. I don't want her on my bed. So I don't let the dogs into my bedroom now. And yesterday, I was exhausted. The day was really busy. And I went into my bedroom, closed my bedroom door. I went, fell on my back on my bed, and it was just silence. There's not an additional, breath in my room. So Odin is not there. He's not breathing. I'm not listening to him. He's not on the bed scratching himself or, nibbing his paw or whatever. There's always constantly sound. But in my bedroom was dead quiet. And I just lied there, and I'm like, I feel like I can actually breathe. I can actually, allow myself into my thoughts and just think and process what has been going on. So again, I'm a very, very, very intense introvert. So things that overwhelm me might not overwhelm you in a million years. That's cool. We are all different. Anyway, so I really, really loved this line. And like I said, I felt it when they sang it. Give me a chance to get out of this box. Give me a second. Give me some time. Give me a moment. I'll be ready and primed. Can you let me in? So now this is that voluntary sign up, right? I'm all in, you're all in. We're all on the inside, and I'm all in, you're all in. We've got all we want. He's all in, she's all in. They love it on the inside. I'm all in, you're all in, and he's all in and she's all in. They all got in, we're all on the inside. Therapy is what I need. I'm not resisting, but I might not agree. Can you feel it coming? It's out of control. So now that the anxiety is set in, God's mouth is wide open, gonna swallow me whole. Oh, you whole. Show me a place that won't bleed me dry. Show me a place I can simplify. Show me the way, show me the signs. Show me a world that I can define. Can you let me in? I'm all in. You're all in. We're all on the inside. Okay, that's just the repeat of the chorus. It feels so good. So now we've moved to the little housey on the edge of the mountain or edge or a cliff or whatever it was. It feels so good to turn this stone, to figure it out all on my own. Standing still was not my style, so I'm moving on. It's been quite a while. It's been quite a while. I want so much more. I found a place I've been looking for. It crossed my mind to turn around. Wait a moment, I hear a sound. Oh, I hear a sound. So now I hear a sound, I'm wondering, because he's saying, or she's saying, it crossed her mind. I'm thinking they found, the place of quiet, but now they are also at a point where, they do keep looking back. Is it that they are considering going back to the hustle and bustle? Or, yeah, because I don't see why. It feels so good to turn the stone, to figure it out all on my own. Standing still was not my style. So it was not my style, but maybe now it is. So I'm moving on. It's been quite a while. I want so much more, so much more. I found a place I've been looking for. It crossed my mind to turn around. Wait a moment. I hear a sound. Oh, I hear a sound. I don't quite get the last two lines. I hear a sound. Oh, I hear a sound. Because these last three verses tells me, okay, we had a pivotal moment. We've looked for something else. We found something else because we weren't satisfied. And then still, because the human is very difficult to satisfy, we again start doubting, and it crosses my mind to, go back to what it is that I'm used to. But then, yeah, these two lines, I'm not too sure. While looking at the comments, people love this. People are saying this is a masterpiece. Okay, I love the lyrics. I don't like how the music made me feel though. But I get it. I get, the art within. I get that they try to make you experience and feel exactly what it is that they were singing about. It doesn't work well with my personality, that's all. But I'm super glad that, there are people actually really, really supporting this band. 72,000 subs, that's not bad. When did they start off though? So I see this song was released in 2024. Let's go check out their channel, shall we? Oh wow, so they joined in 2010. Did they exist since 2010? Or is it just, they used one of the siblings' accounts and changed it into their, because they look fairly young. And then they just changed it into their bands. Yeah. Yo, and they don't have, let's just see how much content they have here. They don't even have a lot of content. But the few tracks they do have, people love it. And it seems like they started posting 4 years ago. Okay, so I'm guessing that's when they really kicked off. That's not bad. Okay, thank you, Michael. Oh, look, yeah, they banners. Also, this house on the edge, eh? Now I'm wondering if it's maybe that they live there, or maybe they're desiring to go and live, somewhere where it's quiet. Okay, this is cool. Look, read their description. So, Quarter After Three is an independent band from Toronto featuring Sarah on vocals, along with her sister Andrea on keyboard and brother David on drums. Here to make music and free your fucking mind. That's pretty legit. That's cool. I like them. I like them as people. Okay, that's cool. Michael, thank you very much. Again, I hope you don't mind that I don't, 100% like everything. Like, I'm human, we're different. I can't like everything that everyone else likes. But it was nice to, actually take a second and realize, but, there's other people out there who's like similar to me. You fight for something. It almost makes me feel like, okay, at least, you know what, I'm not the only idiot who goes and makes mistakes like that, who think I want one thing and then later down the line I realize I want the exact opposite, or I need the exact opposite. So that is pretty useful. Anyways, guys, I will check you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.
We at the Braveheart. With bright Vikings we stand side by side, with axes raised high, bound by blood and honor. We believe in the old ways,